Welcome back to Party of the Lock-In. Louis, tell us about religion and who people believe in.
Well, it's very worrying, this. Apparently a quarter of adults think Superman was in the Bible, but don't know they're Adam and Eve. You know, I don't Adam and Eve it, ha ha, etc. But it's found that the Bible Society reveal a generation of parents who can't tell the difference between Hollywood films and religious stories from the Old Testament. Which is kind of, I mean, like films like Noah's just come out, and...
Was the Incredible Hulk in that, or anyone else? Wonder Woman?
Aquaman.
Have you read the Bible? I haven't. He could be in there.
I think
like
Aquaman,
a cameo.
He didn't go on the ark, Aquaman, because he could swim anyway. So, you know, 2 by 2, Aquaman, you can swim.
But out of the role models you're going to pick, Jesus, yeah, okay, beard, standing on a hill, fantastic, nice opinions, throwing rocks. Or Superman! Yeah, he flies around and he wasn't nailed to a cross. He threw a plane, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he couldn't be nailed to a cross, he'd just bend the nails, wouldn't it, really?
Exactly. Or,
Unless it was kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite nails, fuck.
Yeah.
So, who would you want in the Bible as a superhero? Yasser.
Me? Let me think.
Sean, anyone?
Thank you, Mouse.
I would like Godfrey Bloom in the Bible.
Who's Godfrey
Mainly
Bloom?
because there's God in his name. I'd like Godfrey Bloom to be the God.
Yeah.
God. Godfrey Bloom. And quite a Jewish name, Bloom, actually. So he's probably the old Bible, the Old Testament. And I'd like him to go up to all the people of other faiths that weren't Abrahamic. They weren't Jewish or Christian or Muslim. I'd like him to go up to them with a brochure and hit them on the head and go, "You're a racist!" and go, "Get back to Bongo lad! You disgust me! You're a racist!" That's the kind
Hello,
of God.
excuse me, I want to report an annoying person.
Yeah,
the thing is,
That's the kind of God I want.
this
Godfrey
puts a
Bloom.
lot of power in like DC and Marvel. If you base your whole life on the Bible and its teachings, but if you're suddenly picking up the comic and suddenly they're thinking, "Oh, hang on, maybe we could say, and then they gave all their money to Stan Lee."
Yeah, but the thing is, you
"Ah."
never see Stanley or Jesus in the same place.
That's true.
Could it be the same person? Who knows?
Funnily enough, Batman and Robin kept saying holy all the time, didn't they?
They did.
Holy smoke, holy
And now-
cow.
Yes.
The clues have been there
Holy
all
mackerel.
the time. Holy guacamole, Batman. The clues are there.
I don't know why you pointed at me. What's
Can you
that?
put the pen down?
Sorry. The pen is mightier than DC and Marvel.
I think so.
Yeah.
We already have like a Jedi religion. What's this going to be? Hero religion. I'm a hero. Yeah, that's my religion.
What's your favourite hero?
Supermanist.
Do you have a favourite hero?
Yeah, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.
Ah.
Call me. Yeah, call me.
If you're watching.
He's gonna call you,
Yeah,
right?
I'm-
Annoying.
Yeah. Oh no.
What about Eric,
I'll call the police.
Banana Man?
Oh, legend
22
himself.
Acacia Avenue.
He's in the Old Testament.
Is he Banana Man?
Banana Man, yes.
Yeah.
So Samuel Jackson, Book of Samuel,
Yeah.
is based on Samuel Jackson's words.
Really?
Ezekiel 25:17.
25:17, and Ezekiel.
And what about our favourite, the god himself, Roland from Grange Hill?
Roland, where is he?
Hello, Roland.
Roland! Hi,
Now,
Roland.
he's a saviour to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
He should be coming on in future shows, we've been told.
He certainly died for my
Allegedly.
sins.
Hashtag maybe.
Is Mr. Berg in the Bible?
I don't know.
Like he should be.
Shall I talk about the plastic thing now?
Oh, go on, you got a
Yeah.
Venezuelan
Nice
Yeah.
segue.
beauty model.
Basically, what happened was there's this beauty queen from Venezuela, and she wants to Venezuela. Yeah, basically, she doesn't want to eat. She wants to stop eating, so she went to the doctors and then was referred to the hospital, and she had plastic sewn onto her tongue. So it hurt so much that she doesn't eat. And I think that's an awful way of doing that. I have a better solution. If I was her, what I'll do is I'll have a saddle on my back, right? And I'll have a midget on me, right? So I'll be like forever walking because he'll be too busy whipping me. No, keep moving.
Which would aid your fertility.
Yeah, exactly, on my arse.
Yes.
Call back.
But isn't
Made
that-
of, was it
isn't that-
cat hair or
The
something?
whipping is a
Yeah.
bit.
Cat
it's a
hair,
bit
isn't
Cat and dog hair.
yeah, isn't that
Yes.
shear though? The sunnies don't do the whipping, do they?
Self-flagellation.
It's just the shear, isn't it?
She'd do that with whips
Yeah.
and.
But that's a
glass.
really.
Yeah.
No, because it's good because then they can take off the saddle. Whereas with the plastic thing,
No.
it might be forever there.
They could
It's
put
just
meat
terrible.
under the saddle.
What possesses a woman to actually put plastic on her tongue?
I don't know.
The
what
modern
possesses
standards
a
of
woman to
beauty.
Put a saddle on her back with a midget
Well,
and a whip.
they put rabbits up their doodah, don't they?
Yeah,
Do
but
they?
it doesn't
That's
hurt.
magic.
It's pleasurable. I heard.
But,
Hashtag Ann Summers.
it's a weird kind of short-term plan to plastic up your tongue. It's not like that gets rid of the
Yes.
need to eat. It's just the ability. You'd want to kind of fill your stomach with something
Yes.
like concrete or something, so you always feel full.
Cotton or
Porridge.
Kleenex.
Yeah.
You might give her a lisp. Hello, I'm David Phelan. Yeah, beauty cream.
I'm
Yeah.
from
Do you know that most Miss Worlds come from Venezuela?
Yeah, there's some
Oh,
very
really?
good-looking women. Do you know what? There's an island off the coast of Venezuela where the most beautiful women in the world come from. I can't remember the name of the island, but it's a true,
Cyprus.
Wales?
Oh, I thought that was going to be another.
It's not England,
it's
is
a
it?
true fact. It's off the
Is
coast
it
of
Jersey?
Venezuela. It's not Jersey.
Not
no.
Jersey.
Are you sure they're women and not men who've been augmented into women?
No, that's
The Easter Island statues.
Kopipi.
We don't want to talk about your sex life now,
No,
yeah?
I'm extrapolating what could happen
Yes.
by mistake.
Keep your Gary Glitter to yourself.
Yes.
Have you been to Venezuela?
No, I would like to go. Where is it?
Is it South America? And
You
would
take-
you,
you take
would you
a
ever
left.
have plastic on your tongue?
No, I would like a saddle and a midget, please. A good-looking one, please, and a whip made of cat hair.
What
Oh,
about
you can get
Oh,
those on
yeah.
eBay.
Really?
Yeah.
what about
Midget.
What,
midgets?
Yeah, you've
Is
got to get in
midget
early
politically
though.
correct? I don't think you can
I think
call
you
them
call them Oompas now.
What's the
Midget is
correct
not.
term?
It's not the PC term.
Man
is
of
it?
restricted
But,
height.
you know,
And
speaking of
dwarf.
small,
You can't
small
say
human
dwarf.
beings,
Yeah.
you can't say dwarf, you can't say midgets, you can't say...
Gnome.
You,
No.
can, you can't say no.
Munchkins.
Munchkin.
No, you can't say midget because it has its roots in the kind of freak shows
I see.
and circuses, and that was the
They
term
were
they
good
used.
though, weren't they?
You're gonna talk about small people, sexy babies.
Oh, that's a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk. I've kind of changed
Yes.
my mind on that.
Sexy babies.
Sexy
It's
baby.
a bit bleak.
You shut it. Sexy baby.
He doesn't want to talk about that.
Talking of
He's
babies.
actually so controversial.
Yes.
He doesn't want to talk about.
I'll
it.
talk
But we can
My
talk
mum
about
watches this
food
show.
mergers.
Now, food merger. This is a shocking thing.
Yeah.
Britain is the 7th richest country in the world.
Is
Still.
it?
While we still have a UK. Yes. Now, there's been a threefold increase in food bank use. Do you use food banks?
What's the
Food
food
bank?
bank?
No.
It's a place where you can get cheap food.
Well,
Free food.
why did no one tell me about this?
Off you go.
It's normally for
Isn't
the
that like a
homeless.
fridge?
Oh,
350,000 people have used
It's
the
like
food
a
bank.
soup kitchen.
Soup
isn't it?
kitchen for
Yeah.
people who are poor on the breadline. Now,
Or the lack of bread.
yes. Because I think as a response to this, Marks and Spencers and Pound Stretcher have joined forces together to form a brand new organisation for all of us called Stretch Marks. Yeah. You'll see them in the high street probably after the general election. They're focused on cheap food, which is just past the sell-by date, and imported from places like India and Pakistan, things like that. And they're focused on movie DVDs and entertainment and games. So, for example,
Those are all delicious.
all delicious,
Yeah.
useful because.
Come on, give us some examples.
Yeah, for
Oh
example,
my God.
you'll be able to watch films which are catered for our people,
Yeah.
people who are poor, things like The Devil Wears Primark, which is a wonderful DVD, A Little Shop of Horrors. Great film that. Terminator 2, County Court Judgment Day, which relates to all of us. A Goodwill Job Hunting. there's like I think there's a porn version of that. A Goodwill Blowjob Hunting, but I'm not talking about that. That's more YouTube. There's Alice in Poundland. You've seen it. And there's Prepay Sim City, which is a great video game which I recommend you all play.
Do you know what's very important though? There were 3 people were arrested a couple of weeks ago for climbing over a fence at the back of Iceland and removing food that had been binned because it was past the sell-by
Aim
date.
high.
Do you know what they're called? They're called freegans. People
Yeah,
that do-
freegans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were arrested and they were going to be charged with theft, apparently, of something that had been thrown away. And I think as the law stands, when if you put something in a bin, immediately it becomes the property of the council.
It does.
That's responsible for...
Lucky them.
Yeah, exactly. So if that would have gone to court, they would have been charged with stealing from
The council.
Kentish Town would be Camden Council,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Good.
And you know, I mean, isn't it awful that this society is not only sanctioning people who are on benefits because they can't work, it's telling people who are ill that they're not ill, so they can't get the fucking benefits that they've probably paid 20 or 30 years worth of tax into. And now it's arresting people for fucking stealing out of bins, food that's been thrown away.
But you could go
And this
anywhere.
is what did you say? The 7th richest country in the
It's
world.
the country on GDP in the world,
Yeah.
Great Britain.
Yeah. And
So
what happened to this welfare state that I paid into for 20
Yeah.
odd years? You know, when I was
Where's
a
the
taxpayer.
It's funny because we say the 7th richest, and we can't even organise the floods down in Devon and Somerset and stuff like that.
Cornwall.
Well, Cornwall. What's
Yeah.
that term they had in the paper? Come on, what is it?
yes. Do you know, I've completely forgotten it.
You really say the all day, Stormageddon!
Stormageddon! Yes, a brilliant tabloid headline. I love the way tabloids can take two words and put them together. Fusion.
but you know-
Stormageddon.
Millions of Indians and Pakistanis have put money into people in Somerset and Devon.
Sandbags
They've
work much
raised
better.
13 rupees so far. So it's not too bad.
But did they have rupees in Pakistan, or is that?
Well, I don't know. Do they have rupees in Pakistan? I'm Indian.
They use mangoes now. They don't use rupees.
Mangoes into a bar.
Mangoes in a bar.
Hey.
One mango equals one camel.
But it's such a shame, that we are the richest. Well, seventh richest.
economy.
Allegedly.
We're projected to be the fourth richest
Yeah, where's
country.
my 7th
Hashtag
richest?
Yeah.
statistics.
In 15 years, Britain will be the fourth richest country in the world. Yet we have this diversion of poor and rich.
Yeah.
Which echoes H.G. Wells' book, The Time Machine. I said it before, the Morlocks and the Eloi.
So what?
And what would you be? You'd be a combination of both, wouldn't you?
Did H.G. Wells write about freegans bin diving?
He
To get
probably
their
saw them.
5 a
He
day?
probably saw them in his prophecies. Yeah.
Do you
What
know
about Nostradamus?
the amount of food that's been wasted though?
Yes.
Because I was working as a waitress somewhere.
In a cocktail
bar?
When
Yeah,
I met
exactly.
you,
And
I
basically,
picked you up.
they had loads of food, right? And there was leftover big shanks, big lamb shanks, and everything.
Shanks, lamb shanks.
Lamb shanks.
Has that got me rhyming slang?
They threw that all in the bin.
It's outrageous.
I know.
Loads of it.
All that waste.
All
But
this
the-
food it just annoys me how much food is wasted. We can just give it to the homeless, but they don't because they say it's a health hazard.
That's right, exactly.
It is once you
because
put
they
it in
could
the
be
bin.
sued,
Yeah.
couldn't they? Have you been given food by a dodgy restaurant that made you ill?
Well,
Call
yeah.
the National Accident
Exactly.
Helpline.
Yeah.
Wasn't the use by date just kind of made up by
Well,
Marks
do you know
and
what?
Spencer's?
My brother-in-law is a hotel manager. Okay, I'm not going to mention the name of the hotel, but it's advertised by Lenny Henry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hashtag maybe some irony somewhere. But he's always said to me, oh, the sell-by date is just a guideline. He's saying we frequently cook bacon that's a week past its sell-by date. We frequently use, vegetables that are... Because,
It's because
That-
best before and
Yeah,
sell by date is so
but
many different things.
They kind of, because no one wants to be sued, that they think, well, this food's all right until, say, January the 31st, but we'll say January the 25th because we don't want to be sued for someone eating it on the,
Yes.
on the 31st and dying of AIDS.
Because there's not like
So-
a thing that happens, like some bacon is in a bag and it's like, oh, it's 26th, I'm off now, and then
Yeah.
just gone.
And this guy, I stayed at their house when I got kicked out of my own house when I was getting divorced. I stayed at their house for a while, and he kept giving me this bacon that he'd come from the hotel that was 3 or 4 days past the sell. And I'd be like, oh, this is delicious bacon. And he'd go, yeah, I get it from where? I'm like, what, you nick it? He's like, no, I don't nick it. They give it to me because it's past the sell-by date. And I'm like, what, are you giving me ropey bacon? And I go and look in the fridge.
It tasted
It's
fine.
delicious. And you go in the fridge and you're like, yeah, shit, sell-by was 2 days ago. But it's still nice bacon, I mean, it's not kosher or halal, but, it's still very, very tasty.
But can touch it.
Yeah, I mean, Superman wouldn't eat it.
But we are conditioned to follow these use by and sell by dates, but they're artificial time standards. You could eat an apple, which is half rancid.
Half
Which half?
Which
But
half,
still
one,
half
one,
good.
one without the maggots in it.
Yeah,
But it's,
the forbidden fruit.
We could talk about JD.
we could do.
Unbelievable. 2 letters, both 2 letters. Brilliant.
Unrelated.
The face of JD. Tell us.
Yeah. So a lot of companies try out advertising campaigns where they say you the audience, you send in your pics or your ideas.
Selfie.
So I think at the moment walkers are doing things like invent a flavour,
Yeah.
and then most of the submissions have been things like potato,
Toothpaste and orange
battery
juice
acid,
flavour.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Vegetable oil.
And Mountain Dew tried one, and the name of the flavour ended up being Hitler did nothing wrong, so they had to shelve that.
Mountain
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was Kasha had one where it was picking a school to play at, and the winning vote was School for the Deaf, a School for the Deaf somewhere. So now JD Sports have got a competition for the face of JD. And, you know, the submissions are the usual array of, you know, oh, sexy face, and oh, hello, I like sports. And the person way out in front is self-described hair enthusiast. His name, Rake Ali, who is, if you can see. So he's a self-described hair enthusiast who says his hair is unique and looks a bit like a rake, which is, you know, what everyone's going
rape.
for. Like a rake.
A rape. He looks like a rape.
And I think he's looking for a woman with hair that looks like a hoe, dare say. Aha.
He should go to grab a slag night.
Yeah, there we go. So I hope he wins.
I'm voting for him.
You would then have his face plastered across billboards saying, you know, buy some trainers and look at my rakey hair.
But how do you make your hair look like a rake? You know, it's just unbelievable, really.
It kind of looks like it's made out of thermal tape. Just kind of stick it across.
And what were you saying about the woman, his partner, and the hairstyle?
Oh, he doesn't have a partner. He says he gets all the
surprise.
chicks,
Yeah.
as you can imagine.
From the
But
chicken farm.
he says it's his dream to share his unique hairstyles with the world. So thank you, Rake Ali.
Rick Ali.
That is, yeah.
We wish you all the best, Rick Ali. But you got a picture of the week, Sean, no?
Yes, picture of the week for my Stormageddon week. My picture of the week is a picture of an owl saying fuck off. And the strapline is irritable owl syndrome.
We're just going to call in you're being really annoying.
Oh no! I'm going to get arrested and put in jail for years and years and years.
I tell you what, you've been a hoot. Join us again next week for the lock-in. Thank you very much. Good night.
We're gonna stay for a lock-in tonight.